Shut up. Hello, YouTube. Hello. I am back with another VRML cast. We have a match on us today, and I am joined by my good friend Scorch. Scorch, how are you doing? Say what's up.
I'm doing all right. How about you, Juice?
I am doing fantastic, and I'm actually doing a lot better now that we are having a good game. We're having a good game on our hands. We have IVI NA versus Fusion. IVI ranked #1 on the leaderboards in VRML. They are the #1 team versus Fusion, and Fusion is at #4. So we have the first seed versus the #4, and IVI is favored in the connoisseur votes, 51-17. Scorch, what are your thoughts on that?
I agree with the connoisseur votes. I feel like IVI is going to win this one, but I feel like it'll be a lot closer than a lot of people are pointing it towards. Fuse, I believe, had a great play against, I think it was Acer or F3 a couple of matches ago. Where they were heavily disfavored and ended up pulling out their weight and doing extremely well on the match they played. I believe they won 2-0 against her. So this is going to be a close matchup. It's two heavyweight champions going up against each other, and I am more than excited to get right into this game. Holy crap, what a game.
Yeah, I am very excited to see this. It seems like we have all the players in here. Let me check the messages and let me make sure. Tell these teams they are good to go. Okay. Alright, messaging Grumpy.
What are the bands? Do we know, Juice?
The bands. Oh yes, we do know the bands. Let me look at the message someone sent me. Big Red messaged me, and he told me the bands for today are Hideout and Skyscraper.
Ooh.
And we will be going to Factory for our first map. IVI will be starting on the attack, and Fusion will be starting out on the defense.
I'm not really surprised to see Hideout banned here. I hope we would have seen it, but I'm not really surprised to see Hideout banned here.
Yeah, and honestly, this is probably going to be one of the top casts for me already. Because, I mean, if you look just at these two teams, look at these rosters. Absolutely just fantastic. Oh, let me make sure these guys are... I already messaged one, and I'm getting pinged again. Okay. Alright, so it seems like we are about to start. Let's get this underway, Scorch. I am so excited.
What is your guess? What do you think the outcome of this game is going to be?
Alright, well, according to the connoisseur votes, because I have no bias towards any of these teams, I'm here to watch a good game. According to the connoisseur votes, they think IVI is going to win this game. But, I mean, the votes aren't super outrageous. Sometimes you'll look at the votes and it'll be 70 to 4, and you're like, oh dear Neptune, what is that? They're 51-14. That's not too bad. So I do think it'll be a lot closer than what a lot of people think.
So yeah, I believe IVI is the one that chose the map first, and they went ahead and chose Factory, so they are going to be starting on attack here. This will be a close match. I'm expecting if IVI can get more than 4 rounds here, or 4 or more rounds, on attack. Fuse get more than 4 rounds here on defense. I'm expecting possibly an overtime match here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll just see how it goes, and we are off on this first round. We have a lot of utility being bought from Fusion right now. You have both grenades, both ensigns, and same on IVI with the utility being bought. Blaze off rip, taken down to 23 health. I don't know who shot him. I think Curve or Big Red, but took him down very low, and they backed up out of storage. Fusion did. Drones coming out, ensign off on the door, so IVI is able to take control of storage. Proxy getting foam on the wall quick. Curve is sitting close on the door by the wooden planks. I wonder how he's going to play this. Big Red sitting right on the breacher too. And Blaze is now at 1 health. Strictly wall bangs. Tries to take a little bit of damage off from a grenade. And Blaze swung from the breach. Big Red actually takes out Blaze and Kaija. But he's refragged by Proxy. Curve crouch walks in the storage, takes out one, gets a little bit of damage from that Ensign from his own teammate. Off on the flank, Mac from upstairs takes out Plunge. And it's now a 3v1 in favor of Fusion. Sleetso by himself in storage. He doesn't have possession of the EMP just yet. You see 7ZK gets a couple shots off, but he is now 1 health. And IVI getting swarmed. I hear your audio a little bit, by the way, your game. Turn it if you can. Sleetso at 1 health. What is? There's not much you can do here. Then 7ZK. Wow, I feel like IVI, they took a lot of damage before even entering like the building. I mean, off rip within 2 seconds of the round, Blaze was taken down to 23 health, and then he got wall banged when he walked in the storage onto the next to the wall, and he was taken down to 1 health. So, I mean, just some good wallbangs from Fusion, and they're able to take round 1.
Yeah, is my audio better?
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay, yeah. I think when for IVI, when it came to that, it was just unfortunate with the wallbangs that happened. Blaze got taken down to 1 HP as he was already, I believe it was Blaze that was headshotted right off the bat in the very beginning of the round. It was really well played by Fusion, making sure that even though IVI took control of storage, kind of making sure that they still had to work for it to maintain that storage control. I like the push out from Big Red, getting 2 picks and then getting refragged. Overall, I think Fuse played that very well.
Yeah, and we have a bit of an aggressive hold from upstairs. We have 7ZK and Big Red holding down lockers. They have 2 trips on the door. 7ZK throws a smoke just to make some, throw some utility out. Drone sees the trip mines, so the trip mines do get pinged. 7ZK throws an instant into the smoke, but I feel like IVI is playing this very carefully, as they should, waiting for that smoke to go away, waiting for that instant. The whole IVI team is up here by this hatch, so we're going to see Blaze running up close to the door. He's going to crouch walk in. They do know about the trip mines, so they will be... Oh, you can actually shoot behind the plant? I did not know that. Oh, nade comes out! S-tier frag from Big Red to take out Blaze. Get a little bit of damage on the proxy, and it's 7ZK! Oh my goodness gracious! 7ZK with a flick and a half! Oh my goodness! What a monster! Gee, oh my lord, 7ZK! Oh my goodness! Getting 3 picks back to back to back! And then the refrag by Big Red when 7ZK was taken out. What amazing shots from 7ZK right there. That was a flick and a half. Wow. All right, I want to give some shout outs in the chat right now. I see Werple, Owen, Gizmo. Is there a stream delay? Yes, 3-minute stream delay. So do not worry about that.
What an incredible flick we saw, and I think it was more impressive that it was like it pushed from his right and then just immediate 180 flick onto the other guy's head. Just an incredible play by 7ZK, kind of like securing the round himself.
Yeah, that flick onto the window, complete 180 headshot after headshot. That was just amazing. And now we're into this 3rd round in Fusion. Once, like, they're winning these rounds. I knew it was going to be closer than what these connoisseurs thought. Big Red playing close on the vending door. Drone comes in. Blaze repelled on the window, trying to get some shots up. Doesn't get any tags off on the Big Red. Sleetso coming up from the vending stairs. And, ooh, kind of the L nade actually gets a bit of team damage on the Blaze. Blaze actually gets wallbanged just a little bit, and then Sleetso taken out from a wallbang by Big Red. The wall bangs are so, they're just getting so much, so much use right now. So much damage, and you're getting the picks. Smoke's coming out, and it's just gunfire. They are just raining gunfire into vending right now, denying IVI from walking into vending. I mean, they might have to watch their ammo count because, oh, they do have spare guns. It's just util dump sentry in just shot after shot. Big Red sitting in cubby. Let's see how Blaze and Proxy play this. They're gonna have to run across, but holding from cubby is Big Red. Maybe getting a little aggressive. They know he's stuck in there. Big Red gets a stim toss to him, gets naded, taken down to 50 health. Blaze getting some shots through the wall. Proxy crosses over and taken down. One shot, and then the Ensign pushes him out behind the vending machine, and then Curve able to capitalize off that and get that pick. So, just like that. Oh, and Blaze gets a pick off onto Big Red sitting in cubby. So now it's a 4v3 in favor of Fusion, and they are just denying access. Curve getting some shots off Nakaja, takes him down to 34 health. Blaze punch Kaija. Can they clutch this up and get around for their team? Blaze sitting just behind that vending, maybe just waiting for that stem to recharge, but time is running out. Kai gets a pick off on the Blaze. 27 seconds left. Plunge takes out one, but Plunge, 28 health. Kaija is in, he's in Tetris, but 7ZK from Lockers is holding him out. 15 seconds left. There's not much you can do here. Fusion is playing a fantastic defense right here. Kaija walks in, and then Kai gets the pick, or actually it was Mac. Kai got a pick right before that. So that was beautiful.
I don't know, Juice. IVI's a little bit of trouble here.
Yes, they given up 3 rounds. And, I mean, I guess this map is defender-sided, some would say, but, I mean, man, it's like, these rounds, they're not even close either, Scorch. Like, Fusion is just denying the entry. They, like, when we played this site last time, IVI didn't even open up the hatch, I don't think. 7ZK and, who was it? Big Red were able to hold it down. Oh, actually, I completely forgot. I have to edit the Streamlabs thing, the maps. So it is now 3-0. So let me change this to 3-0. And then after the game, I'll put it to whoever won the game. So.
That is just insane. Fusion is playing this so well. They are making sure that even though IVI is taking space, they're working to maintain that space. Just wall bangs, getting picks off wall bangs, shooting through the smoke. It's just incredible play by Fusion here. IVI needs to change something if they want to get a point on the board.
Yeah, and it seems like Fusion is not going to hold this as aggressive as they did. Big Red is sitting in Lockers, but 7ZK is not up here with him to hold. So it seems like IVI is going to have access to this hatch. Let's see how the thing goes. Whoa, Nade comes out, almost takes out Blaze again, brings him down to less than half health. And then Slito and Kaija rotating down these orange stairs, checking these corners, making sure no one is in here. 7ZK sitting behind the A-bomb, trying to get some wall bangs. And then Kai gets a couple of wall bangs off on the Slito, and Plunge takes out the flanker upstairs, takes out Big Red. So, but IVI is taking a lot of damage. 2 players are less than half health, 17 and 34. Kai's just gonna shoot behind this A-bomb. We need to get foam on this wall. Kaiser's getting foam on the wall. Shots coming out. Wall bangs, not any hits. We have two IVI players still on the hatch. Just waiting for this wall to be open. Kaija just making sure no one's on that orange stair flank. Incense come out. Blaze is in sight behind the table. He knows Kai's stuck in that corner. Kai takes out Slitzo. Curve takes out Blaze. Whoa! Proxy takes out Curve. 7ZK gets the refrag. Kaija takes out one. Kai takes out Plunge, and Mac takes out Kaija through the smoke. Infusion! They are making a statement right now, Scorch. They said, what were the connoisseur votes again? They don't care. They don't care, and they're going up 4-0 against IVI on map 1.
It's incredible play that we're seeing here by Fusion, again with that aggression, and IVI tried to put aggression towards themselves, but Fusion is just better placed when it comes to it. They're better placed because it's just a defensive map here, but like you saw Proxy swing in to try and be aggressive and get that pick in Khan, but then ended up the second he swung it got killed from fire. Like it was just They have every angle covered and making sure that if their teammate dies to immediately refrag. Fusion is playing this so well, and IVI, I feel like needs to go back to their basics and just establish a well thought out push, possibly even a rotate here. Fuse has been putting up the effort to be extremely aggressive towards one site. Maybe IVI needs to switch up here.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting shut down, but Fusion playing a little back this time. They're not holding storage like they did in the previous round. Nade comes out from Big Red, won't get any hits. The drone does ping the trip mines. The drone has not been shot yet, so the drone is going to be able to check the flank. But then once again, wallbangs off on the Sleeto, takes him down to 29. Fusion, they have the lineups with the wallbangs, and Nade's coming out, takes Blaze down a little bit. Kaija, all right, we have 4 IVI players in storage now. We need to get foam on this wall. Who has the foam? And, oh my gosh, the damage off on the IVI. Just look at the health difference. 100s across the board for Fusion, but everyone on IVI is taking damage, but Proxy off on the head glitch on this box in storage. Takes out Curve. Big Red sitting by the wooden planks. Off in the B site. Sleeto gets one shot off on the Big Red. Do they not have foam? I don't think IVI has. I thought I heard it. Maybe it got stuck. Did the foam get stuck? Oh no. Oh no, IVI. Wait, kind of just falling apart right now. I don't know where the foam went. I thought I heard it. Where did the? Oh, is it under the? I don't know where the. Oh, they got the foam. Okay, Blaze does have foam, and Mac takes out Plunge off on the A side. Big Red swinging from the wooden planks, taken out by Sleeto with that oral. Blaze quick peeking the storage door. Smoke comes out from Kai off onto the breach. And 7ZK swings, takes out 1, takes out 2. Sitting close in the smoke. He tries to swing out the breach, but Sleeto waiting for it. And it's now a 2v2. Health advantage is in favor of Fusion. And it looks like Mac is off on the flank by the janitor closet. Will he actually come into storage, or will he just play a little back? Sleeto and Blaze both less than half health. 30 seconds left on the clock. They gotta push in. But Mac coming from the flank. Will he catch these players off guard? Blaze walks in, puts the EP down on the wall. Kai takes out 1 from connector, and then Blaze getting sandwiched by both of these Fusion players, and Mac from the storage flank takes out Blaze, and it is a 5-0. Are we going to see a 6-0 lockout? Are we going to see a 6-0 lockout, Scorch?
It's looking like it. In last round, IVI looked like that they were primed and set and ready to take that round, and then all of a sudden, I believe it was 7ZK that took out 2 players on storage, and then all of a sudden it was in favor of Fusion. Like, it really could go any way here still, but Fusion is they're just, in my opinion right now, the better team.
Yeah, and I want to give a quick shout out, or before I give the shout out, if you are new to the stream, make sure you guys are following, make sure you guys subscribe, like the stream up. I'm trying to get the 600 subs. Let me know how your boy's doing. Let me know if I'm doing a good job. I feel like I'm doing a great job. But okay, so back to what I was saying. If you take a look at this leaderboard, there's Curve, 11 assists. 11. Those are the wall bangs that Curve is doing. Even though he's not getting these kills, he's getting a significant amount of damage done to these players before they even reach the site. So it's just Curve with... Even though he's not getting the kills that he maybe wants, he's getting the damage, and that's what you need from these players to take down a team like IVI. Kaija, Proxy drop the Tetris hatch. It seems like they're gonna go for this cubby wall. Cubby wall is foamed. Wallbang's coming out, and Mac is sitting in lockers, taken out by Mac though. Wait, no. Mac is taken out by Kaija. Apologies. Nade's coming out. Don't get any tags. Big Red just going for wallbangs. Cubby wall is open. Big Red swings out, and the Cubby takes out 1. Refragged by Proxy. It's now a 3v4 in favor of IVI still. Plunge walks in. Oh, walks in the Cubby, but that Ensign almost takes him out. Brings him down to 20 health. And then Blaze is taken out from Kai out by the back corner of... Hey, how did that grenade not kill Kai? That grenade was great, and it only brought him down to half health. Kai with the stim though is going to get back up to 100. And it's now a 3v3. Health advantage is in favor of Fusion. Proxy and Sleepso in vending right now, just trying to get some wall bangs. Sleepso does have EMP. He tosses it over to Proxy. Proxy walks in, but there is a, what do you call it? Oh! And out from Lockers, Curve off on the flank, takes out one. 7ZK also got one. And 7ZK, he takes out Sleetso. But he's taken out by the Ensign. But oh my Lanta. I did not expect this. IVI going down 6-0 in map 1. I did not have this on my bingo card.
It's a 6-0 lockout for IVI or for Fusion. Incredible play. Fusion is. I feel like some of these rounds are getting closer and closer, but Fusion is executing on every possible level they can here, and they're getting the picks that they need to. What an incredible start by Fusion here. Let's see if IVI can put up a half like Fusion did, or if Fusion just straight out wins this.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how IVI plays this, because, man, the morale has to be down right now if you're IVI. You got to win 7 rounds in a row. Is it possible? I mean, crazier things have happened. You never know with these games, so let's get into it.
Yeah, it's just because you're down 6-0, though, you don't have that 7th round. This game is not over as we get into round number 7 here. Drone goes out to take out, or to drone in through storage. Drone's in Proxy. Proxy gets a lot of damage done. That's a 32 health on that nade. Gets a bit of damage on 7ZK himself before pushing up towards Sleetso on the top. You see Sleetso here on the stairs pushing down, trying to see if he can take out Big Red. Blaze is pushing up towards storage, seeing if he can get that pick. Pushes up Mac, takes out Proxy, and Sleetso. Curve takes out Keisha as Blaze takes out Big Red. We're now down to a 2v4 in favor of Fusion here. We can see a 7-0 map 1 here. Blaze tries to defend the site, gets a little bit of damage done. Blaze peeks out, takes out Kai, pushes up perfect. Blaze no. Takes out Plunge. It is a 7-0 map factory Fusion.
Oh, man.
Holy moly.
Oh, Scorch. Fusion. That was... I don't think they could have played this game any perfect. The aggression, the way they communicated and played together as a team, that was perfect. That is how you execute a game. And taking down a team like IVI, 7-0 is an amazing accomplishment. So Fusion takes map 1, 7-0. Wow.
What an incredible first map. It was 7-0, but like Fusion, you have to give Fusion credit here. They're connecting on all cylinders here.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just, that is amazing. Like they played that so well, and I'm excited to see what map we get into next, because I'm at the loss of words, Scorch. That was not what I was expecting. I did not think that was what was going to happen. I thought it was going to be a lot closer. But, I mean, I don't know, it happens.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting match for map number 2. I feel like IV, it's not over. It really isn't. They are the number 1 team for a reason. I feel like that IV is going to bounce back here, but they have a huge hill to climb because, again, Fusion is just executing on every level that they physically can, and they are getting the picks that they need to, making sure to get the kills, get the rounds, get the wins that they need. It's incredible play here. IVI has a tough hill to climb, but if anybody can do it right now, it's probably IVI.
Yeah, and, some people have rough games. It happens. And, maybe that was just one for IVI. And maybe they can turn it around this next game. Let me tell these players they're good to go, and we will be getting into this. Okay, and we are off onto Arctic. We have Fusion starting out on the defense, IVI on the attack. Let's see how they play this. IVI losing map 1 7-0 to Fusion, but you can't give up hope. There's still a lot of game left. They could flip it around and go 7-0 right back to Fusion. So maybe they gotta switch up the play style. What's up?
This is a defensive-sided map.
It is well. I mean, some teams are better on the attack, and some teams, So I mean, we'll see. I'm not really sure, but let's see how IVI plays this. And once again, we have a lot of equipment being bought on pistol round from both teams. On Fusion, both ensigns and a grenade and trip mines and static bought. So let's see how they play this. It seems like it's going to be a normal library push. Slito on this library window. Drone coming out through library. Which side will it check? It's going to check towards Jim's side. Big red and curve. Peeking from the green hall. Trying to shoot this drone. They take it out. Nade comes out. Doesn't get any tags, but IVI pushing in fast. Proxy's already getting foam on this Jim wall. Big red sitting in the right corner of this wall. Oh, and Proxy sees his feet, and Proxy is saved by Blaze. Blaze just saved Proxy's life. Blaze taken out by Kai, off by the vent in the far left corner of B. And now a 4v4. Ensigns are tossed out, and Curve takes out Kaiser with the ensign, and then Curve taken down to less than half from that nade. Kai and Curve on Fusion are both very low. Kai's just sitting in the back of B right now. He's just playing his life. And Proxy's also at 1 health. So these players, they are taking damage. Wonder if maybe you see a bit of a kitchen rotate. Mac and Curve are waiting for this kitchen rotate. Mac sitting close right on this door. Will he swing out onto Curve? And Plunge and Slito able to get that 2K. They were doing a little bit of a high-low on that door. And now IVI have the man advantage, but 2 of their players are one-shot. Proxy and Plunge combined for 8 health together. There are these trips still, so hopefully they do shoot out the trips. Kai sitting back by this vent. Will he see these players walk in? He doesn't get the shot off, but Proxy is now in sight. EMP is going down by Plunge. And IVI on round 1, they're able to get this EMP down, but this is definitely a possible retake. Let's see how they play this. Proxy sitting back by this vent. This wall is actually wall bangable if they shoot through this, but maybe they won't. 7ZK swinging behind he thinks he's behind the bomb. He won't see him. Slito sitting out in Gym. Proxy goes for the swing, takes out 1, and then Slito gets the refrag off onto 7ZK. And IVI, they're showing life after all. They take pistol round. Why am I getting pinged? Okay, these guys are pinging me, so now I have to mute the chat. Hold on, let me mute this Discord. Why are y'all pinging me, bro? Why are y'all pinging me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
Fusion has won 7 rounds in a row, and IVI made sure that they did not win the 8th round. This is the first point that IVI has put on the board this match, and we're in map number 2. Let's see if they can keep up this momentum. I like the way that they played. They were patient. They used almost all of the time left on the clock and played off of each other. There's a lot of times in casts that we see, Juice, where not a lot of people play off of each other. Again, these are ranked number 1 and number 4, so we're going to see a lot of the mistakes that we've seen on other teams not be made here. However, IVI seems to have found something to finally put a point on the board.
Yeah, they just needed to see a round go in their favor, so hopefully they can turn it around and make this a game. Mid-floor site, drones coming out into this red hall. They're going to check around. Proxy's already getting foam on the B wall. Wall bangs, dude, these wall bangs are insane. Kai gets a little bit of shots off on the Slito, but Blaze returns the favor off on the Kai. 7ZK sitting on this red door. Sees Slito's arm, isn't able to hit it. Slito walk into this red hall, but Mac is sitting behind the box, out in the hallway. Kai turned his back to Proxy. Proxy was able to get the pick off on the default plant. And Sleetzo from the Red Hawk takes out one, but Curve able to get the refrag, and Kai takes out Plunge with the trip mines. And then, was it Big Red off on the flank, takes out Proxy, but he's refragged by Kaija. And it's now a 2v2. And now it's a 2v1. 7ZK takes out one. Blaze at 13 health, one shot. Can he clutch this up for his team? Couple pre-fires behind the default plant, and he's just kind of in a predicament here. There is a stem on the EMP, but there's no way he's going to be able to get to it. Curve out in the green hall. Blaze takes out the Curve from the green hall. And 7ZK does have the health advantage, but it's not by much. I mean, 20 to 58. Oh, Blaze does have a stem. It's just not recharging. 7ZK Blaze holding it, and Blaze with the clutch. Blaze crouch walking with that cloak takes out 7ZK sitting on the default plant. In IVI, they have signs of life going up 2-0.
Yeah, that was a nice clutch by Blaze there to give them 2 rounds in a row. Will we see? Will it be 7-7 going into map number 3?
A reverse 7-0? That would be crazy. That would be crazy, but
it'd be absolutely insane.
Like you said before, if it was any team to do it, it would be IVI. So, I mean,
yeah, I feel like we have not seen the end of Fusion, especially on this map. We saw both teams full buy that entire last round. I believe it was Plunge, the only one that had more than $1,000 to his name. So we're gonna see a lot of weaker weapons. You see 4 one-shot rifles with Blaze still with the Aril on the other side for IVI, but it seems like they're both teams are still kind of full buying here.
Yeah, and it seems like we're gonna have a regular B push. We do have Curve off on A, just making sure they don't go for a flank. Kaija with the drone coming out into this green hall. Big Red does back off. So this drone will see the trips on the janitor closet. So Sleetzo does shoot out the trips. Wallbangs coming out from these teams. The wallbangs have been a big factor, and a nade comes out. Doesn't get any damage on the Blaze. Blaze able to run away quick enough. And Big Red close on this B door. Will Blaze see him? Nade comes out, and then Big Red goes for the swing, and Blaze had his gun down. And Big Red takes out Blaze. And Fusion has the man advantage now. Wallbangs after wallbangs from these teams. Trying to get some shots off. Big Red taken out by Proxy, though, sitting behind that box. Wall is still not over. Where's the phone at? I'm not sure where the phone is, but it's a 4v4. Also, Mac does have a Kinet, so that might come into play here soon. We'll see how that goes. Wallbangs. Kaija taking a little bit of health, down to 84. Where's the foam at? I don't know where the foam is. Why? None of the IVI players have the foam in their hand, but the foam is on the wall. Did the foam land in sight? No. What? I believe
Sleetzo has.
Oh, Sleetzo has. Oh, okay. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. And Nate comes out off of the Sleetzo. Sleetzo taken down to 40. Kaija tried to run through the smoke, taken out. Or Kaija takes out Mac trying to run through the smoke. My apologies. And then IVI up 4-3, but 7ZK makes it a 3-3. And 7ZK with another flick takes out 2. Curve gets a shot through the smoke, and then Plunge just like that left in a 1v3. 7ZK goes for a little bit of a quick peek, but he didn't have the health to actually try to go for that swing. But he does have a stem now. Curve with the RCP. Plunge is just sitting close on this. Oh man, Plunge sitting close. Oh, Curve tried to one-hand him. 30 seconds left on the clock. Plunge left in a 1v2. How is he gonna play this? Oh, he actually takes out Kai, and he gets the clutch. He takes out the 3K. Oh man, Fusion got a little aggressive and a little bit cocky. I think they tried to shoot Plunge one-handed. Curve tried to run at him with an RCP, I believe, with one hand, and they got punished for it. IVI able to take advantage of that and then go up 3-0.
This is an incredible play by IVI here. You got 2 back-to-back clutches. Like you said, I think Fusion's getting a little cocky. They saw the factory first map 7-0, and they're like, you know what? Let's just style on them. Let's get some style points. They need to realize that this is IVI. The game is not over.
Yeah, this is not a team to be messed with. You got to give credit to Fusion, though, for getting a 7-0 on IVI. I mean, that's not something you see every day. I'll tell you that. But even with that, there's still a lot of game left. You have to be able to still capitalize on that. And Fusion could have got their first round of map 2, but they kind of sold, and they lost a 3v1. But it seems like we have a full buy coming out from Fusion, though, so they all have guns except Mac. Mac does have an Omen. And same thing on the IVI side, but we have an Omen and a Viper. Gun advantage is in favor of Fusion. Wallbang's coming out off on the 7ZK. Oh, Big... Where did Big Red just get a kill from? Oh, Big Red from upstairs. Wait, what? Yeah, Big Red got one upstairs. Wow. Okay, so Big Red's going to rotate all the way back around, but Curve is also upstairs, flanking from these red stairs. Is anyone going to check it? Plunge! Takes out Curve off on the flank. So it's now a 4v4. 7ZK playing out in this red hog. Gets a little aggressive, and Kaija able to get a wallbang through the box and take him out. Mac goes for the gun. He's able to grab the gun, but he's wallbang from Blaze. Taken down very low. These wallbangs from both of these teams. Mac sitting by the vent trying to just get some wallbangs, and he's low on health. He's going to just lay back, I think, until that stim recharges. Big Red sitting close on this breach wall. Is the foam down? The foam is down on the wall. He has his back turned to it. Playing close on the double door. They're going to pop it here soon. Kaija does have the possession of the EMP. It is a 3v3. Health advantage is in favor of Fusion. All 3 players at 100 health. Blaze going out to this double door outside red. Kai and Mac are both holding it off on the lane pick. And Big Red takes out Blaze sitting in the corner of the door. And then Big Red tried to go for a bit of an ego. Gets taken out by Plungers. Now a 3v3. Health advantage is still in favor of Fusion. Mac playing by this red hall. Nade comes out. One getting tags. But Plunge, Kaija moving together. Let's see how they play this. Mac might go for a swing, and he's instantly taken out by Plunge. 2v1 for Kai. Sitting back in the B objective. Plunge and Kaija playing right off of each other like you should in this situation, trying to get each other's refrags. Kai looking out at the right breach wall, but Plunge and Kaija going in through the main one, but then Kai takes out Kaija. It's now a 1v1. Plunge is on the default plant. Kai doesn't have any util to throw, but Plunge slowly crouch walking behind the B-bomb. Will he see Kai, or will Kai see him first? And a little bit of a... Oh, and then Kai with the clutch wins the 1v2. Good patience by Kai to get Fusion their first round of map 2.
That was almost another... I don't want to say clutch because it was a 2v1, but almost another round that really should have gone Fusion's way towards IVI. I like that Fusion has not given up. They realize that, hey, we beat them 7-0, but now we're kind of getting punched in the mouth here. Let's make sure that we can get some rounds for ourselves and possibly win a couple rounds on attack, making this a 2-0 victory for them. However, they need to win 6 rounds. IVI only needs to win 4.
Yeah, and you like the response from Fusion. Even though they lost the first 3, they're still not backing down. They're able to take that 4th round, and they're crawling their way back. They can still make a game out of this. So let's see how they play this. And it seems like we're going to have another library push. We do have Blaze repelled on the green window. So if 7ZK isn't careful, he might get taken out by Blaze. And 7ZK runs back. Okay. He's actually sitting close on the little laundry basket. Okay, now he's running away. Drone's coming out. Will it check? Okay, so the drone is going to go towards okay, it's not going towards kitchen this time. Going back towards green. Curve is sitting on these green stairs, and Blaze is swinging through the window, but Curve is right next to him, and then Blaze play spaces onto the stairs and takes out Curve. Blaze with an early pick. Now, IVI does have the man advantage. Mac and Big Red are both holding out this green hall. Blaze gets taken down to half health from that grenade. Shots coming out from Big Red. Gets a little bit of damage, I think. Oh, and then Blaze taken out by Mac, sitting out under the kitchen hallway. Unfortunate pick. And then it's now a 4v4. Big Red getting a little bit of damage off on the Mac, but Proxy is getting foam on this wall. So Big Red and Mac still playing this green hall pretty aggressive. Big Red trying to bait out some shots. 3 players in IVI are in library. Slitzo is watching for that kitchen flank just to make sure no one is coming behind them. Proxy asking for the foam, or for an instant actually. The instant off the kitchen hallway, and then Proxy swings it with Kaija, but Kaija's taken out, and then Big Red off on the box is taken out by Slitzo, but Proxy's 1 health. 7ZK tries to go for the swing, but he's taken out very fast by Proxy, and it's now a 3v2 in favor of IVI, but IVI, 2 players very low on health, but Slitzo did get a stem. He's going to get his health back up. Mac is still in kitchen, trying to go for some wall bangs. Trying to swing this kitchen hall. He's seen by Plunge, and Slitzo gets a couple shots off into him. And Mac very low on health, but Kai gets a pick out. Oh, Kai did get a pick, but refragged by Proxy, and then Mac is taken out into the kitchen, and IVI respond right back to that fusion round, and they win one of their own. So now IVI is up 4-1.
Yeah, which I'm kind of surprised that it's 4-1 with the way that Fusion played defense on Factory, and the fact that this is a defensive-sided map. In my opinion, I feel like I thought this game would be a little closer, possibly maybe even 3-3 half, especially because it is less defensive-sided than Factory, especially with the way that Fusion did play that defense on Factory, but IVI seems to have been responding here. They found the formula to eliminate these Fusion round wins, and they have taken that and sort of shown us that they can win as well. And we could possibly see the first map 3 you and I have ever seen casted together. I know you casted one, but
yeah, and we are off on to round 6. So this will be a actually, Fusion, their economy is looking very bad. They only have 2 Vezins, 2 Vipers. And then Proxy takes out Curve off on the stairs very fast. Mac and ZK playing this a little aggressive. Mac goes for a swing, takes out Refract very quickly by Plunge. 7ZK is taken out by Blaze. And then this trip mines. The trip mines were not droned out. 7ZK gets a pick off on the trip mines. And within 30 seconds of the round, it's a 2v3, still in favor of IVI, but wow, these players are going down very fast. Wallbang's coming out from Kai. Wow, and then Kai actually gets the wallbang kill. Plunge takes out Big Red. Big Red tried to go for that swing, leaving Kai in a 1v2 now. Wotho Nate's not going to get any hits. Slitzo and Plunge versus Kai. I think this is the exact same 1v2 we saw earlier. So Kai crouch walking up inside green. Slitzo does pick up the bomb. Plunge is watching his cross, making sure Kai isn't going to swing it. Slitzo does put foam on the wall, but then Kai tries to go for a swing. Goes an incense, so he's blocking off their push. And then Plunge and Slitzo are actually going to go for a rotate. And Kai still thinks that they're pushing B. Slitzo and Plunge off onto A. They're about to break in through generator. And they're about to be in sight. Is there any utility over here? It doesn't seem like it. Slitzo is about to pop the wall to give the audio cue. So Kai now knows that they're pushing A. Slitzo with that cloak puts the EMP down on the wall, but Plunge able to get that pick, and IVI goes up 5-1 on the half.
Yeah, like I said, IVI is not out of this game. Not in any way, shape, or form, and they are kind of proving it right now that IVI NA is going to try their best to bring it to a third map, and this game, I feel like this game is more going to go towards IV's way, but I feel like we've only seen Fuse attack once, and they did it pretty dominantly on Factory, so it's possible that they're just a good attacking team as well, but I don't know. Let's see.
Yep, and I also want to say, sorry about this again, but we have 30 people watching the stream right now. We have 30 people in here. Thank you guys all for watching. I really appreciate it. And make sure you guys are subscribing, liking up the stream. Let's get this to be my most liked VRML cast. I'd really appreciate it. So thank you all for being here. This is so awesome for me to be able to watch these 2 teams play. It's an honor for me. So I really appreciate it.
Yeah, let's see if we can get these likes up as we get into round number 7 here. two giants going at each other. 7ZK is immediately pushing up towards, I believe this is Laboratory. Mac takes out Sleeto on red. Blaze refrags Mac as Curve takes out Keija. Blaze pushing up, looking to see if he can take out Curve. Curve is realizing there's somebody in red. Will he push up? Does look like he is trying to push up and takes out Blaze. 7ZK and Kai are both in Laboratory. Proxy takes out Kai on the wall. EMP goes down. 7ZK and Curve both on the wall here. It is a 3v2 in favor of Fuse. Plunge takes out Big Red. Now it is a 2v2. More in favor now of IVI because of that health advantage. 7ZK pushes, takes out Plunge. There's a 1v1 now. Oh, pushing up Curve takes out Proxy from the smoke, excuse me, and I think I have it mixed up. No, I do not. Fusion wins their second round of the game. I thought it was mixed up. For some reason, I thought Fusion was up 4-2. Fusion wins their second round of the game here, bringing it to 5-2. And could we possibly see just the fact that this is an offensive-sided match, let alone map?
Maybe, because, I mean, Fusion able to take that pistol round, so maybe they are better on the attack. And oh, okay, so I thought Kai did buy a Vezin at first. I thought they were gonna force buy. I was about to say that'd be a little. I mean,
they did force buy. Curve has the Vezin.
Oh, Kurt. Wait, does he? Oh, he does. You're right. Oh my gosh, he does have the Vezin. Okay, Curve does have a Vezin around too. So Fusion, they're getting aggressive with these plays, and I like it. You mean you're down on map 2, you gotta make a play. You gotta make something happen. And IVI, they do not have any rifles. So Fusion, with the gun advantage, theoretically, this should be a very easy round for Fusion. But let's see how it goes. Let's see if IVI is able to play together. And we actually have a very aggressive hold from IVI. 4 players holding outside of B. Big Red about to throw in. Whoa! Whoa! He threw a flash and then threw a nade right after to bait the sound. And then Sleeto off on the flank takes out 2. Blaze takes out 1. But the flashes take. And IVI! Oh no! Fusion with the gun advantage. They had Vezins, they had Vipers, they had Omens, and IVI only had Spectrals. But IVI did not find the Vezin. I don't think, yeah, they didn't find the Vezin. But that is a bad round to lose if you're Fusion going on to the match point, because now you're going to be kind of broke. I mean, you're able to buy guns, but you're not getting Vezins or anything. And IVI have all full buys except Blaze with that oral.
Yeah, that was a very, very quick round there. I want to point out that in theory, Fusion should have won that, but because they did not win that, their economy is kind of screwed. I mean, they have 1 Vezin still and 1 Aril, so it's kind of the same process that they did last round, but this time IVI has ARs instead of pistols. We get into round number 9 here, 6-2 in favor of IVI, especially with you saw that last round. Fusion is looking to see if they can push towards the back on A. They might be blowing the hatch. Not quite sure if they're even going to bait the hatch. They could just fully... Okay, they do blow the hatch with 7ZK and Curve baiting fully in Jim, shooting out towards Jim's side. He does not have the foam, so he cannot blow that wall. Kai and Big Red both pushing up towards A with Big Red pushing up close. Will he take out Keija? No, with Keija taking out Kai as well, pushing up towards Mac and 7ZK. Can he take out the other 2? Mac takes out Proxy. Is a 4v3 in favor of IVI here, thanks to Keija. Blaze takes a little bit of damage through the wall, but does end up stimming. It is full favored here. Nade goes out. 7ZK takes no damage from it. Mac pushes up, takes out Keija, pushing up towards EMP, but gets Incend, tries to grab EMP and ends up getting his life instead. It is now down to 7ZK and Curve to clutch this map for Fuse. Will we see it? Curve in B right now, as IVI doesn't even need to worry about it. However, they should be looking towards flank. Curve pushing up, possibly seeing if he can take out Sleeso. He could have the angle on Sleeso pushing up. He has and Sleeso takes out Curve and Blaze takes out 7ZK. I don't know if you saw that, Juice, but Curve looked at Proxy, or I believe it was Sleeso, for a good bit, pushing up towards him to try and see, it was trigger discipline, to try and see if he could kill him close and then immediately swing, but ended up getting killed himself as Sleeso pushed just a second too early for Curve and was able to take him out.
And Scorch, we are going to a map 3. IVI winning winning Arctic 7-2 after losing 7-0 on Factory. So that was a very good bounce back game from IVI right there. So let's see now if they are able to bring it back and win this next game, or will Fusion? Let's see it. I wonder what map we're gonna go to.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a ship.
I would love to watch a ship. That would be awesome, but let's see what it is.
I've seen IVI. Votes are in. I've seen IVI on ship quite a few times this season. I'm really hoping that we can see a ship here. Ship would be pretty good. What map do you think it'll be?
If I had to guess, I would probably say ship, but you never know. And let me make sure I have all my stuff right. So Fusion 7, yep, IVI 7. All right. So yeah, winner takes all now. Let's see, and we are going to ship. And we are going to ship.
I was right. Let's go.
All right. Okay, so they are switching sides. Let me switch this before we start. So. Boom, boom, and wait, which side? It's Fusion. This one is IVI, and let me tell these guys they are good to go. Let me put my phone.
What would you say that this map is? More defensive, offensive?
I'm more of a defensive lover on ship, I think, but it honestly just depends on your team, how your team's able to mesh with each other, if you're able to have good pushes or a good defense, and sometimes teams are just good at both. So I guess we're gonna figure out here soon. And it seems like I think a Fusion player is on the IVI side right now. Let's take a look at the leaderboard, because I completely forgot to look at leaderboard the whole game. So this is the leaderboard for IVI and Fusion for that map 2. Plunge and Blaze on top of the IVI leaderboard. Plunge 12-5 and Blaze 10-6. So good KDs from both of these players. Seems like, do we have a timeout maybe?
It's possible it is a timeout, Juice.
I have not been messaged about a timeout yet, so I'm not sure yet. Oh, I just got messaged. Okay. Guess if we're good to start. We're good. Alright. Once again, appreciate everyone in the stream. We have a freaking great matchup right now. It seems like we're missing a Fusion player. Who left? Let's see. So we have Kai, Mac, Curve, and Big Red.
It was 7ZK.
7ZK, yeah. 7ZK did leave, so maybe a sub, or maybe he is just disconnected and he's on his way back, or I am not too sure. No one has. Oh yes, they're missing someone, so I don't know if they're taking a timeout or. But you know what? We can discuss these last two games while we wait. So,
what are your thoughts on them?
Honestly, Fusion came right out of the gate, going 7-0 on Factory. That was a shock to me. That was, to not even let IVI get a single round on Factory was just insane to me. But you knew that IVI was going to have a bounce back game, and they did show it. What did they go? 7-2? They just won? Yeah, 7-2 going IVI's way right there on Arctic. And 7ZK is back. So I believe we are going to be starting up here soon. And we are off. Let's get this game underway.
Yeah, I feel like we saw a little bit of a misplay by IVI on map number 1. I believe the misplay came from just the sheer aggression that Fusion had, because Fusion is a very good team. Let's not knock out the fact that Fusion is a very good team and not has gotten quote unquote lucky because it's against IVI number 1, yada yada, all that. Just because IVI is number 1 doesn't mean they're not beatable. Anyways, let's give credit where credit is due. How Fusion kind of knocked IVI off of their balance beam here, going from map number 1 to map number 2, going up 7-0. IVI ended up getting a little bit of bounce back, especially with bouncing back towards that game. But I feel like if Fusion can play that aggression that they played on Factory on map number 1, this could be a very close map number 3, if not sided towards Fusion.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see how this goes. We have a mid-floor site, Curve and Big Red and Mac and 7ZK all holding outside the bunk bed room out in berthing in the med bay side. So they're once again, the aggression from Fusion is keeping IVI from walking into the ship. They're just kind of scared to walk in, and Proxy and Kaija checking out the flank downstairs. They do hit the Proxy, so Curve, Big Red now know that they're out on the side. Nade comes out, won't get any tags. Proxy, Kaija just playing off each other. One of them actually dropped a grenade. Okay, they picked up the grenade. They're able to quick peek, so now they know they're sitting behind that box. Nade comes out, and then Splito takes out Curve. Big Red taking down less than half health. Blaze takes out 7ZK. Kaija takes out Big Red. And Fusion falling apart. Mac takes out one, but he's refragged by Splito. And Kai, left in a 1v4, takes out one. EMP's going down. Instance coming out from Splito. Proxy's about to get that EMP down. Now a 3v1, but Splito and Kaija are both one shot. So if Kai could hit these shots, crazier things have happened. Let's see how he plays this. IVI just sitting back in medbay and behind that green box. Kai crouch walking up to the breach, not making any noise. And he swings out, takes out one, but refragged very quickly by Proxy. And IVI, I think they are... Okay, as one of my team members... Okay, so it's not Kaija, it's Keisha. I didn't know it was Keisha. Okay, so I'll say Keisha now. My fault. I don't... Okay, shut up, Splunge. Okay. But anyways, IVI takes round 1, so good play from IVI. And Fusion, they were holding that super aggressive, but IVI, after they were able to get their bearings, they were able to push Fusion out very fast with the utility, with those nades and the gun skill, able to take those players out and get that EMP down and win that round.
Yeah, they also, like you said, they won with gun skill. I saw Mac pushing up towards, I believe it was Splito, trying to get the pick on Splito. Ended up missing a couple of shots, especially because Splito play spaced that area. It seems like IVI is finally locked. It seems like they needed a warm-up on map number 1. They got their warm-up, and thankfully it did not cost them going into map number 2 as they won map number 2. And they seem to be carrying that momentum right here to map number 3.
Yep, and it seems like we have an A push. I actually prefer pushing A on the site. I feel like B is a death trap, especially if you push that red generator room. And Blaze from the armory gets a couple of scorpion shots out. Curve taking down the half health, and 7ZK actually swings the breach, takes out one, but Blaze with a quick refrag. 4v4. Blaze does get stemmed up. He's going to get his health. Curve is sitting close on this breach wall. Will he swing out? Blaze gets a headshot off into A, takes out one. Instant comes out for plunge, and he's able to push out Curve and get that pick. And then just like that, Mac is left in a 1v4, and he's taken down the 4 health by Blaze. And it seems like Mac is just gonna save. Even though he has that only an RCP, I mean, it's a 1v3 and you have 4 health. So it's
Yeah,
smart
he also has
to
$100.
Yeah, he does have 100, so he would be. Oh wow! Look at Fusion's economy, 0, 0, 0, 100. Oh man, this was kind of like an all-out buy for them, and it did not pay off. As IVI is now going to go up 2-0 on ship.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a misplay from Fusion as they maybe got too aggressive. 7ZK did push out and take out a player on the wall, but immediately got refragged by Blaze. In that situation, if you're going to do that, possibly have somebody to refrag the refragger. Maybe make it a little bit of a closer game. However, it was just 7ZK that was trying to push out, and it seemed like it was a 1-for-1 trade. And in that situation for IVI, it worked out in their favor more than it worked out in Fusion.
Yeah, that was just a really good push from IVI. They played that very well, and they were able to get the picks outside of that. I don't even know what that room's called, but outside of the objective, they were able to take control of that and get that. Yeah, honestly, they were able to take out a lot of the players before even getting the wall open. Mac was left in a 4v4 when the players were like just outside of the site. So without even, IVI is just I think they're pissed off from the first map. I think that's what it is. They saw map 1 as a fluke, and they said, all right, we're locking in now. We're not playing any more games. And they've definitely been playing better these past 2 matches.
So I'm not 100% sure who picked ship here. It's if the trends go well, it's going to be Fusion's pick on ship. So IVI chose attack potentially. Not 100% sure, but if that's the case, IVI seems pretty confident in their attack, especially going up 5-1 on Arctic for map number 2. Let's see if they can keep that up on map number 3.
I do want to point out again the economy. If you look at the gun advantage, IVI has way more full buys than Fuse. Fuse doesn't have any Vezins or Maruis, and IVI is just balling in the money, you could say. And with a quick push, Fusion playing back in the site. Wallbangs coming out, don't get any tags. Curve is actually sitting close on this comms score. Blaze gets a couple blind fires, doesn't get any tags. Proxy with the EMP sitting outside of A. We have 4 players. Fusion bunkered down in A. Nade comes out and actually takes out 7ZK. S-tier frag. In the words of Gibular Bob, walls popped open and Big Red Swing, somebody taken out. And Plunge and Kaiser are swarming in the site, taken out. Ooh, Keisha takes out one, but Kai able to take. Whoa, what just happened? Okay. My brain's a little scrambled at what just happened, but I thought that was. I don't know. Okay, well, I thought IVI was having a good push there, but it seemed like Fusion, even though they had no full buys, they were able to get that thrifty and clutch it up and win that round somehow, which IVI did to Fusion in the last match. So Fusion returned the favor and they win their first round of map 3.
Yeah, and I want to point out that S-tier frag that you were saying in the hands of Gibular Bob, it really was a beautiful S-tier frag because not only did it kill the player, he was holding a cooked incense, so it wasted an incense on the defensive side. It ended up not mattering, but not only did he get the pick with the nade, he also wasted $200 precious dollars on the side of Fusion, barely not able to win that round.
Yeah, and IVI going with the same push that won them that last round, but we have a bit of a save coming out from Plunge. He's only going Spectral this round, along with Proxy. Proxy and Plunge both going Spectral here. Let's see if it pays off. There are 2 trips in weapons. Okay. Blaze does see the trips. He shoots out the trips. Once again, Big Red playing close on this breach wall. S-tier frag from Big Red. We're seeing some crazy grenades. Bounces it from outside, takes out one. And then Proxy also gets taken out. Or Blaze, rather. Blaze is taken out from weapons. And Big Red swings out the breach. Or doesn't swing out the breach, but he swings the breach, takes out another. Takes out Keija. And IVI, this was a complete turnaround from what happened the first time they pushed this. Last time, they kind of just walked over Fusion. This time, Fusion is walking over IVI. So, Fusion with the 5-2 man advantage, Plunge and Sleetzo, you wonder if you just save here at this point, because the economy on IVI is looking a little slim. Blaze and Kija has $25 along with Blaze having 75. I think the smart play here, and which we're gonna see happen, Sleetzo and Plunge are just gonna sit outside and wait. So Fusion is gonna tie it up 2-2 on map 3.
Yeah, I like the play that Fusion is doing. They're being aggressive, especially with Big Red getting that S tier frag again. Except on the side of Fusion, last time we saw an S tier frag from IVI, this time it's from Fusion, getting that frag and not backing down, getting the pick where EMP is located currently, pushing out and getting that pick, getting those 2 kills on that wall. Evidently pushed towards in a Fusion round win here. It's looking nice for Fusion. They're starting to push back a little bit. They've now gotten as many rounds for round number 5 through 5 rounds than they have the entire last map. So this is a different Fusion team from map 2. As you've seen, map number 3. I think it's a different team from both teams. This is now, they're both at their best, and it's both 2 giants clashing.
Yeah, we're definitely in for a treat with this game. 2-2, and I could see this going to a 6-7. I could definitely see it happening. But Fusion wins round 4, and now we're tied up. Let's see how IVI responds here in this next round.
Yeah, not only did Fusion win and clutch it up, it was a flawless round nonetheless. They really showed IVI that they are here to stay and that we are not just going to get knocked over and basically lose the map. We are going to put our pedal to the metal and make sure that we can get these picks as much as possible.
Yeah, and because that flawless, Fusion is going to be able to buy as much utility as they want because they already all had their guns. So we're going to see all the utility bought, most likely, all the stems, trips, nades, ensigns. So Fusion is going to be able to have this utility to slow IVI down from this push, whichever push they decide to do. And it seems like they're going to go for the A push again. And
yeah, it does seem to be an A push, and they did that A push and it worked out very well. However, it was left in a 1v1 situation and Fusion ended up clutching that round. So it's possible we see a little bit more aggression towards IVI and making sure that they can get control of that area fast.
Yep, drone is coming out to check out this A hallway. Drone doesn't see anyone, but Curve sitting close on the door is seen by the drone, I believe. Foam is on the wall. 7ZK trying to get some wall bangs. Doesn't get any tags, and then Curve with a little bit of an aggressive hold. Swings out by the door, but Proxy punishes him for that. Gets an early pick, and then Blaze actually gets a little bit of wall bang damage taken down, but he does have a stem. So shots coming back and forth from both of these teams. Let's see how IVI is going to play this, and Sleetzo takes out the flanker, takes out Mac. So IVI up 5-3 in the man advantage, and Big Red tried to swing out the breach, but he did get flashed. Nades flying in and out of everywhere. Big Red and 7ZK both get killed. 7ZK gets a double, but he's refragged by Blaze. Blaze tries to swing across the breach, is taken out by Big Red, and then Kai takes out Kija from the other breach. So Fusion winning a 3rd round, going up 3-2.
Yeah, this is going to be a close match. Like you said, it could possibly be an overtime match. We see both teams pushing up towards each other and getting the picks that they need to, being as aggressive as they can, and realizing that they're down numbers and still holding their peaks. In most situations that we've seen teams lose rounds is when they're down numbers, they panic and they start to sprint around and get killed in areas that they should not get killed by because they should be holding those areas. It seems like Fusion being down numbers early in the round by Proxy taking out Curve in the very beginning of that game, they did not let up. They sat there and played their site, and they made IVI push them, and that's exactly why they won that round.
Want to give some shout outs in the chat. I see Owen, Daxi, Hotline. Let's go with Hotline. LFT Sun. How are we all doing today? Swift. What's going on, everyone? I hope everyone's having a great day. And I see Swift spamming that 6-7. I knew the second I said that, someone was going to say 6-7. Boom, 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 boom. Hit the roller stir with the... All right, never mind. Fusion. IVI going into this round 6. IVI is down. They do have the gun disadvantage. Fusion playing a little aggressive, as they should, I feel like. They do all have rifles. Blaze. What does Blaze hold? Can he actually hold that from... Whoa, I didn't know he could even hold that from this window. Big Red takes out Sleetso, and then Mac takes out Blaze. Oh, man. Blaze on a Pixel Pete is still taking out Curve. Sees Kija outside of this B. Outside the B stairs. Doesn't get any shots on him. 7ZK about half health. Proxy gets a couple of shots off on him. He's very low on health. The birthing vent is still closed. So Proxy, waiting for that stim to recharge, gives a nade over to Plunge. Let's see how Big Red plays this. He seems like he's tucking by this double window. Proxy shoots open the vent and then catches Big Red with his hands in his pants. And then he gets another pick from the bathroom hallway. Oh, good shots from Proxy to get a two-piece McNugget. And then just like that, it's a 3v3. Health advantage is in favor of Fusion, though. Proxy's low on health. Maybe just waiting for that stim. All Fusion players are 100 health. Curve is going from that flank outside bathroom. Is anyone watching this door? Plunge throws a smoke, and that might actually be just what Curve needed. Wallbangs, or shots coming out through the smoke. Don't get any tags off on them. Kija looking at the smoke. Proxy as well. Just walked through birthing, and then Curve walks through the smoke, takes out two, refresh by Proxy. That smoke might have been a saving grace. Able to get two picks off that smoke, and Proxy now left in a 1v2. Kai and 7ZK sitting in the back of B. That Proxy gives away Proxy's position, and now there's 30 seconds left on the clock. Proxy sitting in the bunk's room. Will he try to go for this? The EMP is across the breach, so Kai and 7ZK are keeping an eye on it. Proxy walks into the site, and he's taken out by 7ZK. So Fusion with the upper hand going into the half, up 4-2.
Yeah, and IVI is now on defense. Let's see if they can get that Arctic defense back on ship. They only won 2 rounds, but that's all they needed. Let's see if they can win the first 2 rounds, making it a tie game. This is going to be close, Juice. It's going to be close. This is you could not write this any better. A complete dominant match for Fusion on Factory for map number 1. A complete dominant match for IVI for map number 2 on Arctic, and now I feel like we're gonna see an overtime match for ship. Both teams have kind of got a little bit of a warm up going, and they're really able to see which team is better in this situation.
Yeah, and you could not have scripted this game any better. I feel like this has just been such a fun cast. I am so excited to see how this ends. And seems like Fusion going for that A push pistol round. Big Red also already gets a little bit of damage from a wallbang, I believe. Kai droning out weapons. Sleetso and Blaze sitting in the generator room, or engine rather. Will Big Red see Sleetso? He does get a couple shots off onto him. Fusion taking control of the outside of A, and my fault, Scorch. Just this round. And Curve takes out Proxy. Blaze takes out Kai, and then Blaze with the wallbang takes out Curve. Big Red storming in the site behind the bomb. He puts the EP down on the wall. Max able to keep Kija from swinging. Mac gets... Oh, Mac is very low. Ensign comes out, and Sleetso could probably just... Yep. Plunge able to deny those 2 players. And IVI wins... wins pistol round. But they're still down, but... Hey, they're clawing their way back in this game. I apologize, Scorch. That's my fault.
No, you're good. You're good.
I don't know. That was a good round though. Good. That was a good attack, but just a better defense. IVI able to respond. They're not going down without a fight, and they're doing great. I mean, after map 1, you thought maybe Fusion was just gonna run away with this one, but it's been the complete opposite. IVI is just going blow for blow with Fusion again, and this might be a match of a century. It's really seeming like this is gonna be an overtime game possibly, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm really hoping, honestly, for somebody who's a fan of both of these teams, just a fan of a good match in general. I'm kind of rooting for the overtime here, but I'm not gonna root against one team or the other. There are 5 seconds remaining going into round number 8 here. Fusion up 4-3. Big Red foaming hatch, Proxy pushing up towards that hatch with a Viper, trying to see if he can get any picks from the immediate drop. Gets nothing done. Big Red pushes up from the drone. Drone realizes there's nobody in this little corridor here. Big Red pushes up, foams the wall with Curve and Mac both on flank. Drone now drones the bottom stairs. Big Red pushing up towards the doorway. Will he push up? He does get that wall blown. Passes foam over to Mac to see if he can get that wall down with Big Red pushing up and not shooting anything, but almost taking out Keisha in the process. Now he takes out Keisha, but takes a lot of damage done himself. Lusto takes out Kai as Blaze takes out Mac. 7DK takes out Proxy as Blaze takes out Big Red. Blaze pushing up towards Curve, and Curve takes out Blaze. We're now left with 1v1 now as Fleetso takes out 7DK. Fleetso versus Curve, and Curve takes out Fleetso. 5-3 in favor of Fusion. What a round from Fusion.
Oh man, it was just like there was so much happening right there. It was like World War III. There was just explosions, gunfire, incense, nades, everything all at once. Walls were being popped. People were swinging out in just pick for pick, refrag after refrag. But Fusion able to win that round and go up 5-3. IVI did win pistol round, but Fusion with a right hook coming right back at IVI. Up 5-3.
That was a huge round for Fusion, and now IVI is facing a loss here, which I don't know about the standings, but it could knock them out of first place and bump Fusion maybe up to second. I'm not 100% sure how these standings will match because I have not seen them yet. Nonetheless, this is going to be a very close match. IVI is not done yet, but Fusion is putting every bit of effort that they have to winning this round. As we now get into round number 9, Fusion with an incredible attack. Can they do it again? 5-3 in favor of Fusion. Big Red droning, birthing, seeing if he can get any sort of intel. Realizes there's nobody in birthing. Calms that out. The players are gonna start to push into birthing now. He's now pushing up towards medical. There's 3 players in medical. I'm sure the drone saw that. Mac 70k. Mac takes out Blaze from the wallbang curtain side. What a beautiful pick by Mac. Looking to see if he can get any more wallbangs on Proxy Keisha as he sits on that wall. As Curve pushes in and Keisha takes him out. Catches him laughing. As you said, with the tank down, Mac pushes up, takes a lot of damage on Keisha, but Keisha gets the damage back. And Kai takes out Proxy. Mac takes out Sleep. So we're now down literally 3v2 in favor of Fusion here. This could be a 6-3 round here for Fusion. Will IVI push up? Plunge seems to push up to try and see if he can take out Kai. He pushes up, but Kai takes him out, and Keisha is now just down left to Keisha in a 1v3 situation. Will Keisha push up? He does push up. Takes no damage, however, pushing up. Now he's getting towards Kai, and Kai takes out Keisha. Fusion up 6-3. What a performance by Fusion to potentially knock down the Giants of VRML.
They might be dethroning IVI. As we see, Fusion up 6-3 on match point on map 3. This has been hell of a game from both of these teams. Is Fusion gonna be able to seal it out right here, or is IVI gonna be able to come back. I mean, you never know with these teams. They're just both of these teams great players, and I'm at a loss of words, Scorch. This is just such a fun game.
This is an incredible match, especially I like the fact that Fusion is putting the connoisseur votes to, like, they're basically they're telling the votes to kind of screw off here, as they are now taking a commanding lead on map number 3 after their only other map win being 7-0. It's not like they're barely winning. They're winning handily. We get into round number 10. Fusion potentially upsetting here IVI as Wall gets blown by Big Red. Proxy pushes up, see if he can take out Big Red, and he does take out Big Red. Tries to see if he can get that pre-fire towards the other door. Does not get any damage as nobody pushes up towards that Kai. Goes to get the EMP and any piece of util that is needed, including a stim. Proxy is looking for a stim himself, although they have no stims on their side. Never mind, Proxy does have a stim to his name. Curve blows the wall immediately, pushing up towards A. Will they see Plunge on the flank, or will Plunge take out 2 players? Mac is pushing up towards the flank, does see Plunge and does take him out, as 7ZK takes out Blaze. 4v3 in favor of Fusion. Will we see an IVI pick here, possibly making it 3-3? Kai and 7ZK pushing up towards that wall with Curve and Mac as well on the other side. Now they don't have to worry about flank. And Sleepbell pushes up, Proxy takes out Kai, Mac takes out Sleepbell, and 7ZK takes out Proxy. Is it allowed to just Keisha takes out 2 players? It's a 1v1. It's just left the Keisha to continue this map for IVI, or will 7ZK finish this round? Let's find out. 7ZK pushing up. He gets a bunch of pre-fires, but no damage done as Keisha gets the pre-fires as well. He is in a real, as 7ZK has in Marui pushes up towards that wall, gets a little bit greedy. He pushes up, yes, he does! He gets the head tap as the gun is just what is better in that situation. I believe it was Proxy. I think there's alive. I can't remember who's alive, but whoever was alive on IV had in a real, and I believe had the first headshot, but it was just a headshot damage from 7ZK to get the match and dethrone IVI.
Fusion with an absolute masterclass of a series. This was such a good game, and Fusion, they played so well, and so did IVI, but Fusion was able to win these rounds. After winning map 1 7-0, losing map 2, they came to their senses and they locked in for that third map, and they were able to clutch it up and win 7-3. So congratulations to Fusion for getting that upset. And I wasn't expecting it. I was not expecting it. And
so it makes it that much better, Juice.
That was just such a good game from both of these teams, and that, I guess that'll do it. So thank you everybody for joining up, watching the stream. I really appreciate everyone in here. I mean, this has been my most successful cast so far, so everyone in here, thank you all so much for joining me and Scorch. We had such a good time casting this game. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this game, and until next time, actually, hold on, let me go ahead and get a little, you guys, if you guys are new, make sure you guys are subscribing, make sure you guys like up the stream. This was such a fun cast. I had a great time. Thank you, Scorch, for joining me once again. You're such a great co-cast.
Of course. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course, you are so awesome. Great game from both of these teams. Congratulations to Fusion for taking out the #1 IVI. And I will be signing off. Thank you all for watching, and have a great rest of your night, and goodbye.